guys, it's Syndicate here, and today I'm going to bring you some zombie theory really as to what the next Map Pack 2 could be about. I'm going to throw a few things out here for you all to check out, and the first things we're actually going to be looking at here is the big zombie screens. Now, in the past we've seen this, and we can obviously see, like, usually it's the sleight of hand machine on 5. And we do see things scattered across, so we'll see Kino de Toten, but if we actually look carefully at what we're actually seeing, we can see the Ascension scientists like running away from the rocket area where we have to lift up the big gate until we can get to the Pack-a-Punch machine. We actually see them running away from that, and we actually see the big turret on the actual map. But something quite interesting is that we actually see the AK-47, sorry, and the M60 LMG. Now, we all thought we were going to see a comeback with them guns, and I personally thought we was going to see them guns make an appearance, but unfortunately we didn't, and it would be good to see some guns get thrown in the mix, because as we all know, now everyone's getting better at zombies. The progression of people's skill is getting higher and higher and higher. I think more things need to be thrown into zombies, which would be pretty good. I'd like to see some new things thrown in there, like maybe a next tier of a Pack-a-Punch machine, so, you know, like, you Pack-a-Punch it once for a certain amount of money, and then you can do it again, and it just completely revamps the weapon instead of it just being an assault rifle that just fires bullets, like upgraded bullets. You do it and it like upgrades it to something like it fires a machine gun rocket launcher or something like that. Something not too crazy, but something quite cool that keep the players interested and wanting to carry on playing. But something I'm going to point out here, guys, which is quite interesting actually. What we actually see scattered all the way around here is many things. But one thing I want to point out in the top right hand corner, you see something that looks like a napalm strike. Now, we were like, why are we seeing a napalm strike, and what's this got to do with the Map Pack 2? Well, we actually see a helicopter flying across, and we actually know that the helicopter crashes because we see the helicopter spin out of control on here, and especially when we end a zombie game, when we end that, we see a helicopter spin out of control and crash on the floor in what seems to be a tank, like, fly up away from us. But here we can just see so many different things, and if you do want to spend like quite a while just like sitting at a certain watching one of these certain screens and pointing out anything awesome you see, then feel free to do so and leave it in the comments below if you see something that we haven't picked up on. The middle screen there on the top, you can actually see the helicopter spinning out of control and the napalm going off again in the top right. But I'll just quickly show you some things now which basically links them to the map firing range. Now, I know a lot of you have seen a few things on firing range that's linked to zombies, and you might be like, oh, Syndicate, you haven't found this, and I know I haven't found most of these things. I've only come across one thing, which was the bear, but I'm sure I don't really claim to have found any of these things, but I just thought I'd show you guys for the people who haven't seen, and I'm going to try and make the links now between the map and zombies. So let's jump into firing range now. Let's jump into that. There's so many things in firing range that just point towards it being the next zombie map. We know these signs and everything that's going on, but what we actually saw in that, and you know, the actual screens, the loading screens of the zombies, is we saw a helicopter like fly across and when a napalm strike crashed, and what I'm going to show you here is basically what we saw the napalm strike crash against. If we had a look at that again, we can see all these lights on these buildings lit up and the big watchtowers, and we see the napalm strike basically fly across here, and it's like it honestly looks like here, if it's wrong then it looks like it flies across straight here, and then let's just have a look at this helicopter. This helicopter looks pretty cool, and there seems to be like a lot of detail going into this chopper, to be honest. And we've actually got writing in the middle of the chopper here, so it says get some jelly. I think it says get some jelly. I'm sure it says, yeah, nope, I don't know what it says. But okay, let's show you the first big thing. So this is the United States Marine Corps training area. It looks like it's out in Vietnam. You know, looks like a pretty nice area. But like I was saying with the napalm strike, and it just happens to be that these fighter jets over there look like they dropped the napalm strike, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so like the big first pointer off into this being the zombies map is if we have a look over here, we've got quarantine with these hazardous symbols everywhere. And if we haven't noticed, it might be nothing, but we've got a lot of these everywhere, so these might have something to do with the next zombie map. May not, may do. They might be just scattered across all the maps just to be like a nice little feature to fill in some bits. But if we just have a look at here, we just randomly got quarantine ripped. It looks to be like either paper or fabric, and someone's written it in blood by the looks of things. Writ quarantine on the side of that, and we can actually see some like ripped off writing there at the bottom. We can see like looks like an I there, and then in the middle can't quite make that out, and it says NT at the end. So It'd be good to know what that says. It could say quarantine or something again, but it just ends in NT, so we're not possibly sure. If you can find any clues, if there's either, there might possibly be scattered pieces of like the paper around the map with letters written on it, and that'd be pretty cool. Just got these random footprints leading outside, nothing special. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you now is the Pack-a-Punch please wait sign. This is the first one. Now this could just be a please wait for the firing range, you know, wait until you shoot, but that's something pretty cool to show you guys. But that's the thing, it's not the only one in the map. There's another two just hidden down here, which I'll just go and fly across to now. And here are the second two. Now these two, they could really be a major secret Easter egg on this map, because not a lot of people have put too much time into like the scouring the maps for awesome things. But if we keep looking deeper and deeper, it seems that we find more and more with this please wait sign, etc, etc. And now I'm going to show you something pretty crazy. This is awesome, that was picked up by a member of the community. If we look down here, we can already seem to see what looks like a figure on the bottom. If we go a bit closer, we look like we're seeing a person stood there, like a hood up, well, maybe a hood up, something over the head. It does look like a spooky character with their arms out by the side, and then if you turn it around, it does look like some sort of like evil devil sort of thing, or even a hellhound with its mouth open, which looks crazy. Or even if you look to its side, it looks like a spaceship. So yeah, it does actually look like a mass amount of things. If you think about it, it does kind of look like a spaceship, or it looks like a person. So there's crazy things scattered across this map, and there's something else that I really want to point out. So I'll just go and fly over to that. I've got Spike crawling around my hand right now, which is really hurting me. Okay, so if we just come into here, the first thing that you'll probably notice, like majorly, is that them boards over there. Now I'll just point this out. I looked across Google Maps, and then I found this. This is actually in Vietnam, and you can actually find that pointing out section. And I was looking around there for anything that looks like it'd be super spooky or like an outpost, and I didn't really find much. But yeah, well, let's just point out the mystery box. We've actually got two of the mystery box in here. They are just simply the decorative pieces in here. They don't really seem to do anything, but it's just weird that, you know, we've got all these zombie features in here, and yeah, that's pretty cool. But also, we've seen these boots. Now, these could just be random boots doing nothing, but if we have a look in Dead Ops Arcade, we do actually pick up boots that make us run faster on the floor. And also we got the new perk Stamina Up, so that could actually be what you buy, the new boots that make you run faster. So that's something pretty cool that I just want to throw out there. It might be nothing, but you know, the more you throw out there, the better. And then the final point I'm going to show to you guys now is Gateway to Hell. Now, we're seeing the name Quarantine again. This could actually be the map Quarantine. This could what we'd be looking at. We might be overlooking it, what we think it is, but this might be the next map. So it's the 7th Battalion, 7th Cavalry, liberated by them. Okay, so this looks pretty awesome, because you might just be looking at this and thinking, oh, this doesn't really mean much and blah blah blah. But having a gateway to hell and then seeing the name Mike Karan. Now, a lot of you might not have a clue who Mike Karan is, and what we know of Mike Karan, we don't actually know of Mike, but we know of the Karan. We've actually seen the Edward Richterman books everywhere, and right next to it has got Karan written next to it, exactly like that. So this might be another major link between the zombies and this map, and like try to link the two storylines with what they've been doing so far. Nearly every bookcase has got Edward Richterman written in it, and next to it it's got the Quran written next to it, so that looks pretty cool. And a lot of people were like, is that like the Muslim Quran? But it's spelled incorrectly like that. So that's something else which is pretty awesome. And then the next thing is this actual sign is actually found in the map. Sorry, the mission where you're in Vietnam, and I think the plane goes over your head. But when you're in the Vietnam map, you actually see this sign, and you just drive past it in a car, just like you simply just see it for a split second. But that, if we take more close detail into the campaign map on that, which I might do in a separate video, and point out any things that I see that might link to zombies, then I will do. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it's like cleared up some things, and trying to make some links, some bridges between zombies and this map, and what the next map pack be. So I'm thinking some sort of quarantine area, like it says, maybe in that kind of style where you've got to run from bunker to bunker, like maybe some big outdoor sections. That'd be pretty cool. Run some nice rape trains. So if you'd like this and you want to stay tuned for more zombies, feel free to subscribe, guys. It's absolutely free, and if you did actually free, and if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to like and favourite the video, and leave a comment if you've got some awesome information about zombies. We're all a big community here. We just want to try and get the storyline of zombies fully complete, because it's never going to be complete until we get every single map pack. So we need to jigsaw this puzzle together. So I'm Syndicate, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and peace out.